Hi, my name is Billy Kirk. I'm the principal of Lumpkin County High School. We're glad you're joining us virtually to get all the information that you need for your child's senior year. It's going to be a great 2022-2023 school year for your senior. Watch the important video to get all that information. Have a great day and go Indians.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Irvin and I'm the school counselor for students with last names P through Z. In this presentation, I will be talking with you about graduation requirements, the importance of your senior meeting, your IGP or individual graduation plan, and also other important information. A student's senior year is a very busy year, and there are a lot of things that seniors need to know and also keep track of. It is important that each senior checks their transcript, and this is something that each counselor will review with their seniors during those senior meetings. It's also very important to keep your grades up and check your grade point average. Also, making sure that you have a pathway completion, which involves 3 courses in the same area or subject area. And also, if you're planning to go to a 4-year university, that you have those 2 courses in the same modern language. Lumpkin County requires all students to have 28 credits in order to graduate from high school. Students must have 4 credits in English, including 9th grade literature, 10th grade literature, American Lit or AP Lang, and then a 4th level English, which can include British literature, a dual enrollment class, or other 4th level courses. Students must have 4 credits in math, which include Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and then a 4th level math such as advanced math or pre-calculus. Students need 4 credits in science, either physical science or physics, environmental science or chemistry, biology, which is taken typically in the 10th grade, and then a 4th level science such as forensics. And students need 4 credits in social studies. These include world history, American government, U.S. history, and economics. Each student must have 1 credit in health and personal fitness, 3 courses in 1 pathway, such as fine arts, modern language, or CTAE. And along with those 3 courses in a pathway, students must also have 8 additional courses in an area of their choice. On this slide, you can see an example of an individual graduation plan, or IGP. This is a document that we counselors record each credit that a student receives throughout their high school career. We record their English credits, math credits, science credits, social studies credits, their modern language credits if they've chosen to take those courses, their health and PE credit, and then also their CTAE and elective credits. This is a very important document, and we will review these documents with our seniors to make sure that they are on track to graduate in 2023. Beginning August 17th, the counselors, Ms. Gerard, Ms. Diedrich, and myself, Ms. Irvin, will be meeting with each of our seniors to review their individual graduation plan and also discuss post-secondary options. We encourage you to sign up with your counselor using the QR code to make an appointment. These meetings are open to seniors and their parents, so we encourage you to make these appointments, and please do so by August the 16th.
Hi, I'm Jessica Dietrich. I'm one of the counselors here at Lumpkin County High School. I'm responsible for student last names G through O. I'll be sharing with you some information about HOPE, scholarships, and other senior information that may be helpful for you to know.
Applying for scholarships.
This can get very overwhelming very fast, so I do want to talk a little bit about some resources to help narrow things down for you and your seniors for looking at different opportunities that are out there. I will definitely be honest to all seniors and all families, looking and applying for scholarships truly can be a part-time job. No one at the school is able to provide a specific list or an individualized action item list of scholarships that each student is eligible for, because there's thousands and thousands out there depending on which direction students are going, what they're interested in, what college, what major, what state. So we, bottom line, at the counseling office are not going to be able to tell students, these are all your opportunities, but there's lots of opportunities out there for students who are go-getters to look at and plan for. So that's one expectation I want to put out there that is very much student and family driven to how much time you wish to invest in looking at scholarships. Some state national scholarship options. We do try to keep a list of some good major programs on our counseling website for Lumpkin County. If you go to the Lumpkin County High School website, right at the top of the page, there's a school counseling website link. And on our school counseling website, we have a whole scholarship tab devoted to just looking at some major state national scholarship programs. So that's helpful to look at. Other two databases I could recommend for students would be georgiafutures.org, has a great free scholarship search, and the website called Going Mary is also a great free scholarship search that students can set up a profile, and it pre-matches them with different state or national programs based on the information they put into their profile. So those are some great things to look at for large state national things. Local scholarships, we are very, very blessed here in the Dahlonega community. We have a lot of local scholarships that different groups and organizations give to our seniors. Stay tuned for that. A lot of the local scholarships will really start happening after the Christmas break. So what we will be doing, we'll be going to our senior classrooms in the spring to remind seniors about the local scholarship search process, how to qualify for those, and then we will be posting many, many announcements on their 2023 Google Classroom that they constantly get emails about local scholarships. We make morning announcements. We have all kinds of different ways that we try to get that information out about our local scholarship options, because that's just for Dahlonega area students. So obviously the odds are very, very great to earn some good money there. So that's just a little bit about some scholarship resources. You're welcome to ask your counselor at any time for some guidance and things like that. Be always mindful and vigilant. Nobody should be asking you up front to pay for any money when filling out any scholarships. It should all just be a free search, and be very wary if it's asking for anything Social Security wise. FAFSA, the free application for financial aid, that's a huge piece of all different colleges use that to determine need-based aid, which is money to help pay for college based on a student's situation. And sometimes a lot of each college has their own scholarship pool of money that they can choose to award. So that's huge for anybody who's looking at going college bound after high school. The FAFSA will open for families to start filling out on October the 1st. The earlier the better, so that way you can go ahead and get your information in there with the college financial aid offices so they can look at money as early as possible to help you make those decisions and choices. Hope Scholarship. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how students become eligible for the Hope Scholarship. This is the huge piece here in Georgia. That's the main financial program for paying for students who stay in state for colleges, 2- and 4-year schools here in Georgia. It pays about 75 to 85% of a student's tuition. So it is a significant deal to make sure that students who can potentially be eligible for this do have it coming out of high school, because it is a great chunk of money to help students pay for their college education. So Hope Scholarship is all based on, in order to be eligible for this money when a student graduates from high school, they have to have the specific GPA to be eligible. What that means is their GPA, their grade point average For Hope, it is not their high school GPA. It's only their core academic classes. So that's going to be in English, math, science, social studies, and modern language courses. Those are the ones only that count. So it's different completely than their high school's GPA. Only classes that they took in grades 9 through 12 will count for the Hope Scholarship. So any middle school credits that they might have earned do not go into those. I've got a chart here that shows on the screen how grades count in the Hope GPA calculation. So an A, whether it's a regular honors, AP, or dual enrollment core class, they get 4 quality points. If it's a B, there's a difference. AP and dual enrollment classes getting a B weights slightly higher than getting a B in a regular honors class, and same with C's. So students are actually able to view their Hope GPA at any time during their high school career, you as well as family members. You would go to georgiafutures.org and create a student profile with the student social security number and information. And then on that student's profile, you'll actually be able to see as the student and family side online their Hope GPA progress. The biggest thing is Hope GPA is a work in progress. They have to have it by the time they graduate high school. So their senior year is still very critical. They can't drop off the face of the planet with their effort and their commitment with grades because that could result in them not being eligible if they were eligible going into senior year. Hope GPA, again, is also maintained by the Georgia Student Finance Commission. This is not something that Lumpkin County calculates or that we're responsible for tracking or viewing. So we do encourage our students to kind of be familiar with what that Hope Scholarship requires and then maintaining the grades that they need to in their academic core classes in order to be eligible. In order to be eligible for the Hope Scholarship, students have to graduate with a Hope GPA at the end of their senior year of a 3.0 or better in those core academics. So this screen here shows a little bit of information about those requirements. Again, Hope 3.0 or higher Hope GPA when they graduate from high school. They also must have taken 4 or more rigor classes. That's a set list from the state level of what is considered rigor. Most all of our students, about 80% of our students here at Lumpkin, will meet that rigor requirement. Those are your advanced level science classes, Algebra 2 math and above, Level 2 language classes and above, any AP class, any dual enrollment core class, those all count as rigor. So that's the huge part about Hope, about 75-85% of tuition covered if students have that when they graduate from high school and are going to an in-state college. Zell Miller is the higher version of the Hope Scholarship. So this actually pays 100% tuition for the in-state colleges. Same requirements that the student would have to have 4 or more rigor classes. The GPA requirement is much higher. So for Zell Miller, students have to have that Hope GPA at the end of their senior year of a 3.7 or better. And they must also obtain minimum test scores. They need to obtain a 1200 or higher SAT test in one test day or a 26 or higher ACT score in one test day. So those 2 programs, again, are the largest ones here in Georgia to help pay for college. And I do have the little note here about what rigor classes count for. And again, Hope GPA always viewable online at georgiafutures.org. If a student or family creates a profile for the student using the social security number, you can view your Hope GPA at any time. A little bit about our technical colleges and what Hope programs are available for them. So at Lanier Tech, North Georgia Tech, other technical colleges here in Georgia, Hope Scholarship and Zell Miller Scholarship are available as well if students have those GPA things coming out of high school. But then at the technical college side, for students who maybe weren't Hope Scholarship eligible, there's some Hope money set aside for them, depending on what they're doing at the 2-year college. That's very, very helpful to help students be attracted to go into different programs and trades that are available through the technical colleges. So one of those is the Hope Grant. Hope Grant is a program if a student goes to a 2-year technical college, if they are in a certificate or diploma program. They just have to graduate from high school, be in that certificate or diploma program at the technical college, and maintain their college GPA of a 2.0 or above. And they earn Hope Grant, which is about 75 to 85% of the tuition there at the 2-year technical college side. So that's very helpful. The Zell Miller Grant is the higher version of the Hope Grant over at the technical college. Again, students would have to graduate from high school, be in a certificate or diploma program, and then they maintain their college GPA of a 3.5 or better, and then they qualify for 100% tuition at the technical colleges. And lastly, the Hope Career Grant is additional funding that's available at technical colleges for specific majors in high-need fields. So the state identifies every year a list of fields that they're willing to funnel more money into at the 2-year colleges for technical schools, because they are trying to increase the amount of people working in those fields. So that, as an example, right now, some of those careers might be in welding, commercial construction, cybersecurity, computer information systems, automotive technology. Those are, anytime a student is in a specific major at the 2-year college, they can qualify for the additional funding that's there for those programs. So the biggest step here for these at the technical college, students have to apply to get into the technical college, and then they do their FAFSA. The student and family does the FAFSA, and the technical college automatically evaluates you for your eligibility for these different things here based on what a student is going to do at the technical college. Dual enrollment. Most all of our seniors who have expressed interest in dual enrollment are already taking part in that this fall semester. However, if you have a student who has room for it in their schedule for the spring semester and has not done any of the paperwork prior, they didn't do any dual enrollment their junior year, didn't work on any paperwork for the fall of their senior year, they still do have the opportunity to do dual enrollment for the spring of their senior year potentially. Dual enrollment is where students can earn both high school graduation credit as well as college credit that transfers with them for different things after they graduate from high school. The biggest thing here to emphasize is if this is something you're interested in doing and having for the spring, you would need to make sure you talk to your counselor. Counselors, especially for doing credits through UNG, the University of North Georgia. Mr. Lemley is our College and Career Academy CEO. He is our main primary contact for students working on doing the steps for linear technical college dual enrollment, but you can always start with your counselor, and we'll get you connected to Mr. Lemley as well as we begin that process as he takes over the linear tech dual enrollment pieces. So that's the big piece. Talk with us, let us know your interest, and then there will be some steps that you need to take in order to be eligible to see. The paperwork itself is free. With anybody that's interested in UNG dual enrollment, students do have to have qualifying test scores on the SAT or the ACT, so having those scores available is key, and then we can talk more individually about if they meet those requirements or not. There would also be a funding application that parents have to approve and look at with the student online if they are going to do dual enrollment in the spring. The biggest thing here, we've already talked with all of our seniors who have dual enrollment already for this year with the fall or the spring. They set everything up already. This is more for if you are considering doing it as a first-time student in your senior year during the spring. You really need to consider your schedule and academics and extracurriculars and what that course load looks like for you in the spring. We all know senioritis can be a very real thing during the spring. Colleges are on a different academic calendar than us here at the high school, so students truly don't get a spring break because the college spring break is at a different time than the high school spring break. Colleges don't have a February break like we do here at Lumpkin County on our calendar this year. So it's got to be a student that's willing to work through that college class even when their high school schedule is a little bit different, and maintain getting a good grade in those college classes because it does go into their high school GPA, it goes into their Hope Scholarship GPA, so we just really don't want to see our students getting overwhelmed in the last part of their senior year. So if you have any questions, again, just to emphasize, make sure you talk to your counselor or if it's linear tech dual enrollment, we'll get you connected to Mr. Lemley. Here to help. We in the counseling office know that this is a lot of information. It's very overwhelming, not only just for our seniors, but also for our families. We're definitely here to help answer questions. We want to support your senior as well as you as a family. It is a big transition, and we realize it takes a little bit of patience and time to adjust. But we do want to encourage our families to work with us as well to help our seniors make that transition into adulthood, taking that individual responsibility. Those are going to be huge things for them, especially if they are going anywhere to college. And it does come with some steps and missteps along the way, but it is something that we really want to encourage. So an example would be our seniors are very flooded with information about scholarships and deadlines. All those things are posted in multiple different areas. However, it's entirely possible that your senior could get overwhelmed or check out completely and miss a deadline that they could have potentially earned money for something that they qualified for. And we understand from a family side that's very, very frustrating and stressful. However, that ball is really in their court. So working to have those conversations now at home, as well as what we do at school about having that transition to adulthood mindset, asking questions when they are unclear about something. Those are all skills that are going to really serve them well for that next step after Lumpkin County High School into college, work, military, whatever path that they have. Those key skills are going to be huge. So anything we can do to help you as a family and your senior navigate those conversations, definitely please let us know.
Hey, my name is Kate Gerard, and I'm the counselor for last names A through F. I'll be discussing post-secondary options for students and tips to help them be successful after they graduate from high school as they move into the workforce or into college.
Post-secondary planning is something that the counselors have been working with our seniors for years now, but this year is really important. We're really going to hone in on things they need to accomplish and organize and get together before they graduate from high school. It's a very exciting time. It also is nerve-wracking, but we want to take the nerves out as much as possible by making sure that they are prepared and they have information. They all should know their graduation requirements, but we make sure we go over them as well, make sure they're on track. And if any of them are not on track, we have a counsel with them to let them know what's going on, also with our graduation coach. Each senior has the opportunity to meet with their counselor with a parent, if the parent wants to come, parent or guardian. We will individualize that meeting for each student. They can ask any questions they want. We will go over their transcript and any kind of personal thing that they want to accomplish before they graduate and then after they graduate. The senior profile is something that students that are seniors fill out to kind of brag. It's a brag sheet. It's kind of a list of things they've accomplished throughout high school. Sometimes they will need your help because they're not used to bragging on themselves, but this is a time for them to fill out things that they've accomplished and done in high school. And sometimes they can't remember. So parents, please try to help your students fill this out. They do need to get that into the counselors as soon as possible, because when they start asking for letters of recommendation, we want to be able to reference that senior profile and give that to teachers who are also filling out letters of recommendation so we can make sure they're the best letters possible. We want the students to be able to talk to us about their plans after graduation. Not all students want to go to college, and not all students maybe want to join the workforce. They all have a different plan and a different idea, and sometimes they don't know. So this gives them a time to kind of brainstorm and talk to us about maybe what colleges they want to go to or what colleges they want to apply for. If they want to go to a 4-year, 2-year technical college, or if they want to join the workforce. And then we can help them prepare. So if your student or the students want to go to a 4-year college, most of them in Georgia require the SAT or the ACT. These are standardized tests which give the colleges a view of what they may have learned in high school. So they need to prepare to take the SAT and ACT. We do provide test dates for them. They do have to enroll for the test on their own. It's all virtual, so they will go to the websites that we'll provide and sign up to take those tests. While they are signing up to take those tests, they can designate which colleges they want their tests sent to. This is included with the cost up front. Now, if they don't designate a college, then they will have to pay for that service later. It's about $8 to $12 per test score. Hopefully, they have researched some colleges or thought about colleges they might want to go to, as we are going to start applying to colleges very soon. If they haven't, or if they still need to, we highly recommend researching colleges by looking at their websites, but also by going and putting your feet on the ground where they might want to go. Some colleges might look great on the website and might be just what they're looking for, but when they get there and walk around, they don't get a good feeling about it, or they just decide it's not for them. Opposite thing could happen. Maybe the college doesn't have a great website, so they think it's not a great college. But when they go, they walk around the campus and realize that is exactly what they want. So we definitely recommend college visits as well. We are going to help them if they need it to apply to colleges. This is an important step that they need to start working on, and we will go over all that in their senior meeting. Students will also need to request letters of recommendations for some colleges, but also for scholarships that we're going to be talking about later. With that, they need their senior profile. Recommendations can come from the counselor, can come from teachers. Sometimes they come from outside sources such as community leaders or church leaders. So it's important for them to think about who they want to write their letter of recommendation and give them at least 2 weeks from the time that they need that in. Deadlines. Nobody likes deadlines, but deadlines are super important. For seniors about to graduate and to start college or workforce, they need to develop a good skill to make sure that they reach their deadlines. When it comes to applying for colleges and jobs, there are deadlines they have to meet. Do not wait to the last minute to fill out your college application. It might be due January 1st, but if you get it in December 31st, it does not give us counselors enough time to get all the information in that we have to get in, like your letters of recommendations, like your transcript, things like that. So make sure we're doing this early. Starting on October 1st, something called the FAFSA opens. We all recommend that you do that as soon as possible. This is the federal student aid. It doesn't mean that you're applying for a loan. It gives you an idea of what you might qualify for, but also if you are wanting to do the HOPE or the Zell Miller Scholarship, this is the application that you have to go through. It will also let you know if you qualify for any free money as grants and scholarships. And all colleges require that you do it before you are that you are able to go there. Scholarships. We will have quite a few scholarships. A lot of them are local, and those won't start till after January, but make sure that you're paying attention to those scholarship deadlines. That's free money, and if you miss out, you're missing out on the opportunity to have free money, and everyone likes free money. There are also some scholarships that are just for the colleges, and those you will have to look at the college website and make sure you see their deadlines as well. On to college application tips. If you're planning on going to college, we first need to figure out where you want to go. We like to recommend at least 3 to 5 colleges that you think would be fun or important for your future. So we need to determine the colleges of interest. We need to determine your deadlines for applications, which are coming up really soon. So it's important to get organized. Now, one thing that students don't do very often because they never have had to is check their email. Colleges communicate through email. They do not text. They do not call you. They actually send mail through the mailbox and email. Email is how their professors will talk to them. It is very, very important. Now, the colleges will not send parents the information. The student is responsible. The student can add their parents to receive communications, but the parent does not get that communication at first. Dual enrollment credits. Do you have dual enrollment credits? If you do, you will need to order your dual enrollment college transcript. How you do that is you call the admissions, or a lot of times you can just order it online, and have them send the transcript to the college that you want to attend. It will cost some money. As a high school counselor, we cannot send that for you. The colleges will not accept it from us. They will only accept high school transcripts. Also, if you have AP exam credits, you will need to order those through the College Board and have them sent to the college of your choice that you decide to go to. We, again, as a high school, cannot do that, and they do not automatically get those. You have to fill out the form online and have them sent, and that does cost a fee as well. Some other tips and things that are good to know is that you and your student may be eligible to receive a test fee waiver and a college application fee waiver. So stop by the counseling office and inquire of that. Transcripts. When you apply to college, you have to tell your counselor or fill out a transcript request form, which is in the counseling office, because those counselors don't automatically know where you want to go. We have to have someone tell us. So you have to fill out a form and let the counselors know where to send your transcript. And that is your final transcript or your transcript when you're applying to colleges. We have to send it. You cannot send it. It has to come from us. And also test scores, which is the SAT and ACT, you have to order those through either the ACT or SAT online account. So if you want your SAT sent to a college, the counselors cannot send that. You will have to go to act.org for the ACT or collegeboard.org for the SAT. You can pick which colleges you want those sent to, and they will be sent for a small fee. Now, if you sign up for that service before you actually take the test, then that is part of that fee. There's a lot of information for your senior year, and there are a lot of people here to help you. Please ask. Please, you or the parent or you, the student, please ask a counselor. Do not ask your friends, because a lot of times they don't know. And if you're asking your friends, you and your friend come up and talk to us. Things change year to year. And what might have been true for an older sibling or your parents is probably not still the same this year, and it'll change next year. So please don't hesitate to come ask us. That is what we're here for. We're here to help you be successful, and we will answer your questions and find those answers for you. In an earlier slide, I did mention the Probe Fair, which is a college fair. It will be on October 17th during fourth block, so during school. Over 50 colleges will be here. They will be able to answer any questions that the students will have. The students will walk around, talk to whoever they want to. There's lots of fun things that they give to the kids. It is just for students. October 17th at 6 p.m., however, the Georgia Department of Finance will have financial information for parents and students. And on November 10th at 6 p.m., the FAFSA representative will come and help parents fill out the FAFSA worksheets on the computer, and also the students. So the students have to fill out something, and also the parents or the guardians. So contact your counselor anytime, and we can let you know what's going on. We're here to help, and we will send out information about this.
Hey, I'm Joseph Jones. I'm the graduation coach at Lumpkin County High School, and I will be speaking with you about athletics and yearbooks. Anyone who is interested or may have the opportunity to compete in college athletics will need to register with the NCAA for Division 1, 2, and 3 schools, and other colleges require registration through NAIA. If you have any questions about this, please speak with your coach or counselor. Make sure to purchase a yearbook now. Yearbooks are $55 in August. Prices will increase. If you have any questions, please reach out to Miss LaPresti. Senior ads, full, half, and a quarter can be done on yearbookordercenter.com. Get your senior quote in as soon as possible.
Hey, my name is Katie Powell. I'm Assistant Principal of Student Services here at Lumpkin County High School. I'll be speaking with you about 504s, IEPs, and student attendance. Lumpkin County High School runs on a block schedule, so the perk is that students have access to so many different course opportunities. The downfall is if they miss a day of instruction, it's almost like missing 2 days, just because of how the block schedule runs and operates. So many of our seniors have opportunities to attend dual enrollment or work-based learning and get experience outside of the walls of this high school. But at the same time, we've got to make sure that our students are here to receive the instruction that they still need to finish out their high school career and to earn their high school credits. So please, students, make sure that you are coming to school. If you've got work-based that allows you to sleep in a little bit, make sure that you set your alarm and you get here on time for your second block class. If you have dual enrollment, some of you may have to come in just a titch late based off of course scheduling, but get here. Your education here in these four walls is still extremely valuable, and we need you here each and every day. For students with either an IEP or a 504, those documents can follow them to college. So once your student decides what school they wish to attend, all they need to do is request a copy of either their IEP or their 504 and take it to the Student Services office at that college or university. The college and university will use the IEP or 504 documents from the high school as a reference point, but they will have to rewrite it to fit what the college or university can offer for that student in terms of accommodations. For students specifically with an IEP at the end of the year, we will gather all of their documents up and put them together in a nice, fun envelope for them to take, where that way they have every ounce of data, every bit of information that is needed for that college or university to help rewrite their IEP for what they need to be successful at the next level.
Seniors and parents, my name is Whitney McPherson. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Lumpkin County High School, and I'm going to share information with you this evening about how to stay connected for your child's senior year. Perf Jones is our graduation supply vendor. They will be meeting with the senior class on August 15th at 9 a.m. in order to share information and deadlines about how to order cap and gowns, regalia, supplies, and invitations. Students should bring this information home on August 15th. Graduation supplies may be ordered online at atlgrad.com, or Herf Jones will be on campus during all lunch tracks on August 24th for students to place orders with check or cash. Orders are due by December 2nd to ensure all seniors have the graduation regalia in time for graduation. We have a lot of senior activities to recognize the hard work our seniors and their parents have put into the last 13 years. Including, but not limited to, Senior Camp Glisten Day, Senior Adulting Day, Senior Capstone Day, Honors Night, College Signing Day, Honor Educator Breakfast, and of course, graduation. In order to make sure that you stay on top of all of the deadlines and events, it's a great idea to keep the senior calendar that was passed out in the senior meeting on August 15th on your refrigerator at home. This calendar also has a lot of information about scholarship deadlines and information you may need to know in order to help your senior plan for their post-secondary life. Our annual senior letter celebration is such a fantastic way for us to let our seniors know how much we love them and how proud we are of them. You can deliver your senior letters right to the front office. You can mail them to us here at the high school. Just make sure that you indicate that the senior letter is for first and last name of the senior, or you can email them to senior.letters@lumpkinschools.com. Make sure that you let all of your friends and family know about our senior letter celebration for the class of 2023, and send those senior letters in by Monday, May 15th. We know that you may not have had the time or opportunity to tour Lumpkin County High School. We've provided an online 360 virtual tour on our website for you to check out all of the incredible facilities and programs we have available to our seniors at Lumpkin County High School. Check it out now. We know that senior year can be incredibly overwhelming with all of the deadlines, forms, paperwork, and all of the meetings coming up. It's a great way for you to stay in the know to check out our LCHS Counseling Center website at lchs-counseling.weebly.com. You can also navigate there from our LCHS homepage. We keep this counseling department page up to date with college and career guidance, academic counseling, social and emotional counseling, links to our outside counselors, as well as services and post-secondary planning for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grades. One great piece of communication to help you stay on top of all of the upcoming events and activities is the weekly Indian Memo email. This is a weekly schedule as well as upcoming events and flyers, all in a Google document emailed to your inbox every Friday. You can sign up today to receive the Indian Memo at tinyurl.com/Indian Memo. We also have a senior Google Classroom where we post all kinds of information about upcoming events. This is typically where we're going to post things that we need for seniors to return to us, like their t-shirt size from Camp Glisten or their graduation contract. It's a great idea for you to have your senior add you onto the Google Classroom with your email address. That way you get the same notifications that they do. Your senior should already be a member of the Google Classroom, but they can join using the code on the screen, XGWVZD3. Once they are in the Google Classroom, they can add you via your email address. Here's a list of some helpful links that may be beneficial for your senior as they're planning for their post-secondary life. GeorgiaFutures.org is going to be a great resource for you to stay on top of your students' Hope GPA so there are no surprises when they are applying for college. Students can sign up for the ACT on ACT.org or the SAT from the collegeboard.org website. GeorgiaFutures.org also has 2 great websites for planning for college for financial information as well as what your senior needs to know about college applications and planning for their post-secondary life. If you're interested in all of the programs we have here at Lumpkin County High School, you can access our curriculum guide at tinyurl.com/LCHS Curriculum Guide 2020. We also have an individual graduation plan video that goes into great detail about the academic and elective requirements for graduation from Lumpkin County High School. You can navigate there from tinyurl.com/LCHS 2020 IGP. We are your Lumpkin County High School student support team. From Principal Billy Kirk, myself, Whitney McPherson, our Assistant Principal Brian Matthews, and Katie Powell, as well as our incredible team of counselors, graduation coach, and school support staff. We want to make sure that your senior has an incredible high school experience and is prepared for their next steps after high school. We are just a call or email away. Please let us know if we can support you in any way. Stay in the know with all we have going on at Lumpkin County High School this year. Find us online at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to watch all of the great things as they unfold. Thank you so much for taking time to watch our Senior Class of 2023 Parent Information Meeting. We hope that you got all of the information that you need to help you take the next steps for your students' senior year and stay connected with all of the upcoming events and deadlines. If not, shoot us an email and let us know. We'll make sure that you get the information you need. Have a great night and go Indians!